Denver, Colorado. It's the WPH Race for 8. My name is Dave Vincent. Thank you for tuning in to the men's quarterfinals here. And you hear the round of applause from the gallery at the Denver Athletic Club. This is a round of 8 quarterfinal match between Anthony Selestow, who is the giant killer, the Cinderella story here at the Mile High Club that we're playing at, where he defeated David Fink, who was the number 2 seed yesterday, and will eventually be the broadcast partner for this match. Now he's going up against Marco Chavez, who he played in Denver in a qualifier there and did not do too well. Scored 10 points, I should say, in Houston, just a few stops back. He said that he was completely frustrated by Marco Chavez. And now he gets that first serve. Referee is John Bike as we open it up on this beautiful Saturday morning. Cannot hear the referee's microphone or court sounds at the moment, but there's a first quick point being awarded to Anthony Selestow. That ball looked like it was short, no call from the ref. It will be appealed by one of these players. Marcos looking a little lethargic. Anthony is a get artist. And there is no appeal yet, but you'd think it would happen eventually. Selestow has 2, Chavez 0. Make that 3-0. Anthony Selestow has defeated Sean Lenning and Dave Chapman, and then Sean Lenning again, and now Dave Fink. He seems to have troubles with those that are unranked, doesn't have troubles with those with a real high ranking. He also played in the finals recently, a Midwest tournament against Luis Moreno. Actually was at this club. This isn't quite the Midwest, and now 4 straight points to start off the match. It's a 1-gamer to 25, win by 2. Tiebreaker not played out here. You just have to win by 2. And there's a halftime at 15. Now 5-0 is the score. Marcos wanted to see that ball. A little bit of gamesmanship, I think, right there from Marco Chavez.
Second serve.
Both Anthony and Marcos rooming together this weekend. Anthony went to bed about 8 o'clock last night, Marcos about 2 in the morning.
0 serving 5.
I know because I was sleeping on the couch. Marcos finally on the scoreboard, brought to you by Handball at edelhandball.com. They're sponsoring the Pro Tour for the second half of the season to include the Players' Championship in Salt Lake City. Now it looks like Marcos is playing a little better ball here. Another point for Chavez from Buena Park, California.
Let me do my job. Second serve. Ready for play. It's still off to the side. You keep holding. 2 serving
Marcos
5.
lobbying for an avoidable hinder there.
Short.
The ball was short.
Second serve.
Winner of this goes into the semifinals in Denver, Colorado. It's either going to be the giant killer or a 40-year-old. 40-year-old actually did worse in the 40 division than he did with the elite pros, losing in the round of 8, which is kind of an odd thing to have happen.
Point. 4 serving 5.
I like that shot right there. Marcus is going to dig it out, punch it down the left lane.
Side out.
That's a nice left-handed over-the-top kill shot. Nick Nohorniak style from Anthony Selestow.
Serving 4. Side out.
Selestow's a fan favorite everywhere he goes. People like to see his amazing gets. Unable to get that ball back to the front wall, though.
Thank you. Point.
5 serving 5.
We're all together at 5 here on a amazing Saturday morning as we get handball underway fairly early for even those that are employees of this Denver Athletic Club. A lot of the facilities not even open yet. Players trying to get massages and get into the hot tub. Jacuzzi area just not quite happening. This is really early, and the reason for the early schedule is the fact that they have the Hall of Fame banquet tonight, and they start really early, like 5 o'clock. So they're trying to get all the matches done by 5, and so our schedule, which usually gives us quarterfinals and semis in one day, has been altered just a tad, and to start earlier to compensate for the time that they force the club to close.
Second serve.
Marcos had the right idea. He was going to go for the paddle left corner kill, but it just didn't develop.
5 serving 6. Side out. Six serving 5.
Marcos hits that right down the middle. Anthony should put it away. Instead, he checks it up, and it's going to be a replay. Surprised Marcos wanted a replay there. He had Anthony pinned to the right.
I saw you slow down, but I was going to give it to you if you wanted it. 6 serving 5.
I agree with what the referee said there. Referee John Bike.
Point.
Marcos really has Anthony going all over the court here. Front and back, side to side, 7-5, 2-point lead. Anthony jumped out to a 5-1 lead and make that 7 unanswered points. Anthony trying to do a little gamesmanship here now with Marco Chavez.
8 serving 5. Point. Ooh. 9 serving 5.
Chavez on an 8-point run.
Side out. Yes, thank you. I got a second line judge now. We got so Jimmy.
Listen to the
5 serving 9.
Listen to the referee give the announcement about that new line judge. There's a 2-all pass from about 38 feet.
Side out.
Marco Chavez just pounds the ball right in front of Selestow, dives for it, can't get it now.
9 serving 5.
Side out, 9-5.
Short.
Marcos has this great modified underhand serve. It looks like it's just, you know, an easy serve to return, but it's really hard. He's looking for a weak return so he can pounce on your next shot. And if he doesn't get it, he just resets it, waits for you to make a mistake. Oh, nice get right there from Selestow.
Point.
And Chavez now scored his
10
9th straight
5.
point here. 9 unanswered. 10-5.
Side out. Five serving 10. Point. Six serving 10.
That's the first point for Selestow.
Point.
Out of the last 10.
I thought it was good. Jimmy.
No, I'm going to. No, I'll do 2 serves. I don't know. It might have touched. It was close.
I'm going to go. This guy agreed. I'm just going to do 2 serves because that was close. 6 serving 10. 6.
It's not 7,
Partial
it's 6.
overturn.
It was originally called a point, but then it was appealed and they took it away as
Replay it. 2 serves.
the line judges were indifferent and the referee was also indifferent with his own call, so they're just doing 2 serves. Selestow back to the roof. Marcos plays a really good roof game, and he just capitalizes on you to make a mistake. And Anthony's strong point is that he's going to keep the rally alive and tire you out and make you make mistakes because of that.
Replay. Good rally.
This thin air up here is really difficult to play in. You
6
feel great when you're walking
10.
around town or going shopping and you think, yeah, this is not going to be an issue, but then you step on the court and within about 20 seconds you realize
Second
anytime
serve.
you have to make yourself extend yourself with your breathing, it creates a whole bunch of problems. Both of these guys are in amazing shape though. Big setup now for Marcos.
Side out.
Beautiful shot right there from Marco Chavez. Inside out, left wall kill.
10, serving 6. That's a replay.
Anthony stayed down, but then the ball was going to hit him, so he had to move. Referee just replayed
10,
that.
serving 6. Short. Second serve. Side out.
Selestow gets that side out. You're watching the Edel Handball WPH Race for 8 Tour Stop number 5, Tour Season number 3, Players Championship. Salt Lake City will be determined by what happens
Serving
pretty much
10.
today. We'll find out who that 8 will be.
Short.
The Edel web store is now live, and you could buy gloves, eye shields,
Second
keys,
serve.
and hats at edelhandball.com. That's EDTL handball.com. And everyone's wearing their gear here.
Point.
And look at that laser kill shot, 7th point now for Selestow. He knew exactly where Chavez was at. I had one player say one time, when
7,
you give
serving
another
10.
opponent a big setup, they have to turn back and look at the ball. And Selestow goes it inside out down the right head fake, gets a free point
8,
against Chavez.
serving 10.
The opponent with the setup off the back wall has to look back and see where you're standing.
Short.
So run up and act like you're taking away a shot, and then at the last moment move to the left or the right, just to get them
Second
to
serve.
think that you're really trying to overplay one of their returns, and it gets their mind off of actually trying to hit that kill shot. Marcos just stood there and conceded it.
Side out. Or point, sorry. Yeah. 9, serving 10.
Now you're seeing Selestow score points.
Short. Second serve. Side out. Ten, serving 9. Side out.
Marcos looked a little off on that shot as Anthony pushes it down the left wall and then has Marcos lunging at the last
9,
second. It
serving
didn't look like the
10.
ball hopped strange, but Marcos certainly looked at it like it did.
Nice shot. Side out.
That was a nice right corner kill
10,
from
serving
Marcos.
9.
One of those big ball type shots.
Short.
10-9,
Second
one game to
serve.
25, win by 2, halftime at 15. This is the quarterfinals of the Edel Handball WPH Race for 8 Tour.
Over.
Marcos swung back, took his hand back, and hit Anthony on the backswing, but he had such a
10, serving 9.
big setup there. I'm surprised that he wanted to stop the play.
Short.
But when you're into your 25th shot at this elevation,
Second serve.
you're looking for any breath you can possibly have.
Do it over.
Oh, that's a
You
tough
almost got
one.
it.
That's a tough one to do over, but probably the right call. Anthony would have jumped
10,
in and
serving 9.
taken that ball early, probably before the sidewall.
Point.
I
Anthony, that's a point.
agree with Marco Chavez.
You're coming way too close. He doesn't actually have to hit you for me to call it.
I agree with now Marcos and the referee.
11, serving 9.
And
Straight.
no complaining from Anthony Selestow, so that last call was an avoidable hinder. John said, he doesn't have to hit you for me to call that an avoidable. It's true. Marcos had to alter his swing and make more of a safety move so he didn't get hurt.
Side out. Huh.
Marcos.
Ball wide that time.
Marcos.
That was a good call, and then he's ball do lie. 9, serving 11.
You hear John Bike talking to himself there. What he's saying is, I made the call, but then there was my call got reversed by that last play right there. Big setup for Marco Chavez, goes to the right corner, gets it. Selestow just not doing what he wants to do in there right now.
11, serving 9. Point.
Those are the first points scored here in quite some time.
12, serving 9. Point.
This is what Marco Chavez does to you yesterday. I was in the
13,
same boat with him
39.
where I felt like I had a comfortable lead, and all of a sudden he would score like 6 points in a row. And all that work that you put in,
Point.
literally 45 minutes to get a nice, comfortable 8-point lead, and now you see it evaporate
14, serving 9.
within just a matter of seconds. Now you see Marcos going for crack serves, trying to get to that 15th point. A little bit of congestion there.
There's no time. What? Yeah, it's a replay, yeah. Yeah. But no, that's bang, bang. There's no time for him to get out of there. I'm tired of this. 14, serving 9.
That's funny. John Bike. Really helping out here. He has
15,
a 9 o'clock match.
I am out of here. 3 minutes. Jonathan's going to take over.
He came in and helped us referee this first one, and now there's going to be a timeout. We're going to take one, too. New referee will be John Iglesias as we come back in at 15 to 8 here in 2 minutes. Stick around at racefor8.com.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look! Your crush is looking at you. Or you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach
likes
your
you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Ten seconds. I'm gonna take over, guys. Marcos is serving in the second half. Score is 15, serving 9.
This is the score here. I thought it was 15-8, but new referee came in and gets a quick side out. Marco Chavez is appealing. You're watching the quarterfinals of the men's division. Denver, Colorado at the WPH race for 8.
Football? I didn't see one.
Now, Anthony was appealing Marcos appealed a foot fault on himself to the referee and then appealed a short afterwards, which is probably not the first time that's happened, but I'm going to use it today at some point.
Side out.
Marcos pointing at the handball gods saying,
15,
told you.
Serving 9. Screen ball.
You could really tell, John, from this angle. Oh, you don't have a headset on. John Baiku sitting up here in the
second serve,
upper right side glass looking down. You can
15-9.
kind of see in the far right of your video player, there's a glass up there to the right. John's looking down. You really can see a foot fault from this angle. Also short balls, too. Marcos tries to let that ball drop.
Side out.
Go to that left corner, and he dips it in.
15.
9-15. Selestow trying to make a run like he did to start this match. And he too skips in a back wall setup. Winner of this goes to the semifinals. We'll play the winner of
15, serving 9.
Armando Ortiz and Emmett Pichot. Oddly enough, Armando Ortiz, Anthony Selestow, Marco Chavez, all rooming together.
16, serving 9.
This weekend.
Point. $17, serving 9.
We're at 17-9. Marcos has this strange way of making you feel like you can hang with him for about 45 minutes, and you're doing everything you can to build a lead, and you may get 3 or 4 points, and you feel like you're in control, and within 40 seconds,
9, serving 17.
He could have 5 points on the board, and then you feel like everything you've worked hard for is just down the tubes.
Side out.
Seemed like a fairly even match until Marcos decided to put 2 minutes worth of top elite pro action into this match, and everything changed. Now he has a nice, comfortable 8-point lead, and that ball hits Anthony on the side of the head. He looks back to Marcos saying, where were you trying to hit that?
$17, serving 9.
Last time they played, Selestow only scored 10 on the same format. Selestow hits a nice crack with an underhand paddle right back at the feet
Side
of
out.
Chavez.
9 serving
That's
17.
right, I said Chavez. Backhanded get.
Hold it. That was close.
Marcos has this way of antagonizing you with his play. You dive for a ball.
9
He
serving
knows that
17.
Selestow's going to get up and overplay the next shot down the right, but instead Marcos hits it right back at his feet as hard as he can. Makes it just complicates the issue. It's very frustrating when you play guys like that because
17 serving 9.
they're just so unpredictable. 17-9.
Nine serving 17. Point. 10 serving 17.
Marcos gets a nice right corner kill from a very tough position and gets the side out.
17 serving 10. Serving 10.
This is the first quarterfinal match of the morning. We have one at the top of the hour for the next 3 hours. Boy, that hurts.
Over.
Marcos jams another one right in the back of Anthony Selestow, and if we could take a look at the replay, you can see that Anthony's frustrated here because he said, where are you trying to hit that ball? But Marcos, I believe, just does it on purpose. He sees that Anthony takes away his shot, so Marcos decides to really give it to him. And this is just what Marcos does. You're not going to give it to me. The referee's not going to call an avoidable. I'm just going to hit you square in the head, the back. See how Anthony jumps over to the middle, right in front of Marcos. That could have been called an avoidable. It didn't look like it live, but after I saw Anthony jump over there, show him the shot and then take it away. 10-18 is the score.
Played over. It was up.
These
it
guys
was
are
high.
jarring back and
It was right
forth
next
now.
to you. He was right next to you. 10 serving 18. (11) serving 18.
Oof, nice flat kill there. Anthony Selestow waits for that ball off the back wall. It's a very dark back left corner.
12 serving 18.
Selestow had no problem seeing that ball. 12-18, goes with a slider down the left. Marcos gets it back. Another big setup for Anthony. 40-year-old Marcos Chavez, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. A lot of congestion with those two guys. That's a good shot from Selestow, back up to the roof. Somebody's going to call timeout after this, and that's a right corner kill, and Selestow gets another point, and you'd think a timeout would be called here soon.
Point.
Marcos taking his time to get back to the back court. Anthony also taking his time to pick up the ball.
13 serving 18.
Both these players can really feel it in there right now. Air's so thin. Anthony taking a little extra time here. Again, Anthony gets hit right when he's moving over into Marcos's shot. You can clearly see that Marcos sees there's an opening, goes for it. Let's take a look at that on replay, but you can see Marcos believes that there is a direct line straight to the front wall, and right at the last second,
13,
the anticipation from Anthony,
18.
he jumps over right at the last second. And the referee doesn't really see it for some reason. But it's happened a few times now. I mean, more than once. Anthony is so quick, but you can watch on this replay here. Watch where Anthony is. He shows him, and then
14, serving 18.
here's the play here. Anthony shows it to him and then is leaning to the left. Marco's looking back to the referee. That one was not an avoidable. The one before where Anthony did clearly show him the shot and take it away was. I think Marcos wanted to do that inside out down the wall, but now we're at 13 to 18 here.
Second serve. (18) serving 14. (19) serving 14.
Selestow hitting that ball right down the middle, gets a side out, 13 to 19. Halftime score here was 15 to 8 in favor of Chavez. Both players playing pretty even since
19.
half, with Selestow scoring 4 and, Chavez scoring 4 and Selestow scoring 5. But Selestow's going to have to do better than that, even though it does look like he has a little bit of momentum. He's going to have to really score more than a couple points in every inning, as we are getting right down to crunch time here, going to 25.
15 serving 19.
He's already scored more points than he did the last time they played with the same format in Houston.
Side out.
Selestow went for that kill shot off the back wall. Marcos killed it right back in his face.
Serving 15.
Here comes that underhand flip in from Marcos. Back to the roof. That might have been overhit. Let's see what Marcos does. Goes to the right, gets the finger point and hand slap from Anthony Selestow, and his 20th point now being scored.
20 serving 15.
That rally was so long, the referee forgot who was serving. That's one of those rounded corner shots. Ball is not supposed to come out of the front corner like that, but since it's been painted so many times in here over really literally 50, 60 years, those corners have become kind of
15,
rounded just a
20.
little bit. Ball hits in there and it comes out very
Short.
strange.
Second serve.
Coming up next in about 25 minutes, Emmett Peixote and Armando Ortiz. I have too many A's here playing in this tournament, as Selestow gets another point now against Chavez. Armando Ortiz, Emmett Peixote, Dermot Nash from Ireland, arguably the hottest handball players
16 serving 20.
in the game of handball. I guess you could throw Robbie McCarthy and Paul Brady in that mix as well. Those are the guys that are hot. There's a list of players that are not hot at the moment.
Second serve.
Not going to go into that list. Anthony was lobbying for something there. Referee didn't even look at him.
20, serving 16.
I think he thought that he had hit Marcos on his backswing. That was a strange miss hit right there.
21, serving 16.
I call Marco Chavez an aw shucks player because he just kind of will say aw shucks after you make a bad shot. If you make a good shot, he does sort of the same thing and then kind of laughs at you
serving
sometimes.
16.
Gets you out of your game, but Anthony Selestow could do the same thing. It's just a different way. A crazy hop right there from Marcos. Anthony doing everything he can to try to edge back in, was at 16-20, and now Chavez is just 2 points away from making it to the semifinals here in Denver. Make that a point.
Match point 24, serving 16.
There it is. Marco Chavez takes down his roommate for the tournament this weekend, Anthony Selestow, and defeats him 25-16. We're going to take a break. We're going to have another 20 minutes or so before we come back with another match, as Emmett Peixote and Armando Ortiz now will determine who will play Marco Chavez in the semifinals. Stick close. More action here at racefor8.com coming up.
At Shelters, you'll discover healthy and loving animals just waiting to become a part of your family. Why wait? You can make a difference in the life of an animal. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person and adopt your new best friend today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Rethink what you know about this Vegas icon. Elevate your expectations at the Stratosphere Hotel, Casino, and Tower. See what's new, up, down, and all around.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Working and working out takes a lot of energy. That's why I drink Zenergy. Feeling fantastic and looking good has never been easier. Science, extreme science for your active lifestyle.
Here we go. We're gonna make some juice.
It's gonna be good.
She's excited. A little bit of kale.
Please don't put this on.
I'm putting it all over the line.
It's wet. It needs something. No, it'll go.
Don't break my juicer. Looks good.
You ready to try it?
Come on, baby.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
It's okay.
Okay, all right.
They might surprise you.
Hey, she took another sip. You saw it?
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.